Welcome to the second WSU University Virtual Graduation in 2020. I'm your host, Uzongamele Brian Devu. The year 2020 is more likely to be recorded in history as a year that will never be forgotten for many years to come. As our government started to ease the lockdown regulations and began opening up the South African economy, the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic took center stage. However, WSU University went all out to concoct digital resources to make sure that our students' academics receive and celebrate their qualifications virtually. Let us now allow the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Rob Midgley, to map out the road to success in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations to all the recipients and graduates.
The Chancellor of WSU University, Ambassador Sheila Sisulu, Chairperson of Council and President of Convocation, Advocate Nukaitobi, management and staff of the university, student representative councils across all campuses, proud parents and families of our graduates, and most importantly, our graduates themselves. Welcome to this second virtual graduation of 2020. I must say that these virtual graduations take some time getting used to. I miss the celebratory mood and the joy of a traditional graduation ceremony. And I know that our graduates and their families feel exactly the same. But here I am today streaming to you via a digital platform. And we all know that it is in everyone's interests that we do so. We need to protect lives. We hope, however, that we will soon get through this pandemic so that we can return to celebrating properly. We are still in the midst of a major crisis. The novel coronavirus pandemic has thrust the world into a state of unprecedented turmoil. Countries, businesses, industries, schools, and universities themselves have experienced major disruption in 2020. Some have had to shut down their operations. Others had to scale down significantly. Almost all of us have been forced to do things differently. And sadly, many people have lost their jobs, and many have lost their lives as well. I am proud, however, that our university is weathering the storm. Our staff have successfully adjusted to a new way of doing things, and I'm sure that when we look back one day, we will realize how significantly our operations have advanced. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank our operations team for creating an environment that is safe to work in and for providing the infrastructure for us to provide digital services and a new way of working. Secondly, our academic team for adjusting to a new way of multimodal teaching, but more especially for going the extra mile in saving the academic year. Thirdly, to our students who have remained focused in their studies, often in circumstances when the environment was not conducive for study. This has been a team effort, and jointly we can all be proud of what we have achieved. Today is about the cumulative sum of all our efforts. It is a triumph over enormous challenges that our students and their families have faced. To attain a certificate, a diploma, or a degree is our students' crowning glory. During this graduation ceremony, WSU will award qualifications to 377 graduates, which will bring the total number of graduates in the May and December graduations together to 6,524. Congratulations to all those who have contributed to this achievement. The academic journey is not easy, and the hardships are varied. The obstacles are not only academic. So we are celebrating a victory, not only of our graduates, but also for their parents, grandparents, family, friends, lecturers, and even school teachers who have supported them along their academic journey. And I acknowledge and thank all those who have supported our graduates and diplomates, both financially and emotionally. I would like to congratulate another cohort of recent graduates. Our university is only as good as its staff, many of whom have embarked on improving their own qualifications. The following WSU staff members have recently graduated with doctoral degrees. Dr. Nomga in the Faculty of Business Sciences, Buffalo City campus, Dr. Madolo, Dr. Glula Mururi, Dr. Tatira, Dr. Mpofu, all from the Faculty of Educational Sciences in the Umtata campus, Dr. Ngaribume from the Faculty of Natural Sciences on the Umtata campus, Dr. Mlomo and Dr. Nabileo from the Faculty of Humanities, Social Science and Law, also from the Umtata campus. May your careers blossom. Today we are witnessing for the first time also at WSU a public acknowledgement of staff who have distinguished themselves in the university's core business areas and who stand out as role models for others in our community. I am so pleased to be able to hand over the Vice-Chancellor's medals for teaching and learning, research and innovation, and for community engagement to Professor Alex, to Mr. Jafta, and Professor Oyedeji. The award ceremony will follow shortly. In closing, I would like to confirm that because the university is closing tomorrow for its year-end break, academic transcripts will be issued electronically only from the 5th of January next year, and certificates will be issued to graduates from the 18th of January onwards. From myself and all the staff at Walter Sisulu University, congratulations on your graduation. We are proud of you and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I hope that graduates will be able to celebrate this special day with their families at home. But please remember to observe all COVID-19 protocols. We must protect ourselves and also our loved ones. I thank you.
And now the acting Chancellor is going to constitute the congregation.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the acting Chancellor of Walter Sisulu University, I hereby declare this online congregation open for the conferring of the degrees and the awarding of diplomas and certificates.
Allow me to welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roshila Songa, to request the conferring of degrees and awarding of diplomas and certificates.
Vice-Chancellor, I hereby declare that the candidates whose names appear on the program available online have duly satisfied the requirements. And I have the honor to request that you award their degrees, diplomas and certificates in the respective instructional programs in absentia.
I hereby confer the diplomas and the degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished graduates, it would have been my preference to speak to you in person. I would have loved to witness the smiles, the laughter, the ululation, the dances, the tears of joy, the tears of achievement, the tears of finally touching the summit. But here we are in the world of masks and sanitizers. These are strange times. COVID-19 means we only speak via the screens, and the joys of each and every one of us in your achievement can only be imagined. I also feel a singular sense of pride knowing that I too was once in your shoes at this exact same university, and not so very long ago. Then I had no idea what lay ahead of me, but I had no cause for diffidence. WSU, UNITRA as we knew it then, had laid the foundation for a solid future. It was not that things would be presented on a platter. Nothing ever is. WSU, however, had instilled something unique, intangible, something that no one could take away from me. It was the sense that everything is possible, that you are born of struggle, that you know how to fight, that you know how to overcome the odds. You find hope in all situations. You find hope even where the situation appears hopeless. It is this belief that I hope WSU has given you in your journey of your qualifications. This is a unique gift of WSU education. It cannot be taken away from you. I ask you to look back at your family, your extended family, your friends, not to stall your progress, but to enrich it. It is to the future where you are going. You do not know what it holds, but you have the power to shape it, to design it as you wish. Take it, it belongs to you. You will be what you make of yourself. The university has provided you with the technical tools of navigation. Use them. They will open the road for you, and these tools will carry you half of the way. They will not take you to the full distance though. You will need a lot more than a university degree in this journey of life. Old-fashioned traits will take you where the university qualifications cannot. Things you learned from your grandmother who did not have a chance to get to university. Compassion, kindness, probity, truth, honesty, decency. It is these attributes that society needs, now perhaps more than ever. Your education should not replace them, but it should illuminate them in each one of you. I am personally proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves too. You have achieved what many thought was not attainable. You will still achieve more. We welcome you to the community of WSU alumni. There are many of us. We look forward to having you as one of the graduates. We hope that you will do better than us. WSU is focused on playing a special role in the country. We remain an access university, but we also want to be a technology-focused university. That means integrating our faculty offerings with technology. You will be the leaders in this new, fascinating enterprise. Zenilibambe lingachoni. Look after yourselves, look after each other. Many, many congratulations once again.
Annually, the Walter Sisulu University Vice-Chancellor recognizes excellence and exemplary awardees, where the distinguished awardees are recognized for their sterling work. One of the best forms of recognition is to provide opportunities for a contributing employee. For those opportunities, they do take place in many forms, and they encourage other academics and aspiring graduates. Many of them do this outside of their normal day-to-day requirements and their workspace. Hence, we're here today. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following outstanding candidates who've excelled in the following categories: community engagement, teaching and learning, as well as research. The first category is the Vice-Chancellor's Community Engagement Excellence Award. Professor Adebola Oyedeji. The Vice-Chancellor's Community Engagement Excellence Award is an annual award bestowed by the Vice-Chancellor to a staff member to recognize and honor exceptional and proven achievements in community engagement, as well as innovative approaches that demonstrate an impact of the community engagement initiatives on the community, students, and the university, including the Scholarship of Engagement. The following are reasons for awarding Professor Adebola Oyedeji the 2020 Vice Chancellor's Excellence Award in Community Engagement. The nature of the community engagement projects she's involved in, this is the cannabis, medicinal plants research projects, memory loss projects, are all produced to heal and benefit the people in our communities. There's a clear impact of the projects on students, community, university, and beyond. The nature of the community engaged research projects that she's involved in is of global significance. There's consistency in the research output from the community engagement projects that she's involved in, and there are local and international partners involved in her projects. Both the Community Engagement Award Adjudication Review Panel and the external referees were unanimous in their verdict that Professor Adebola Oyedeji merits this Apex Institutional Award. Vice-Chancellor Professor Georgimol K. Alex for Senior Distinguished Teacher category. Having noted the poor performance of mathematics students in the province, Professor Alex founded a mathematics education center on the Mthatha campus to capacitate and train teachers in order to improve the performance of mathematics education in the country in general and in the Eastern Cape in particular. Among her innovations, in collaboration with the Government Mathematics Development Center at Nelson Mandela University, Professor Alex introduced the Gamma Tutor device. The Gamma Tutor device is a flexible plug-and-play Android mini PC device which can be used with any data projector, digital screen, or a smart TV. It comes pre-installed with software that includes complete Touch Tutor Maths and Science interactive digital package for learner support from grades 8 through to grade 12. The main components of the Touch Tutor digital package for CAPS mathematical and physical sciences include a complete series of content video lessons including physical sciences experiment video series for each grades 10 through 12. A built-in dictionary in any one of the 7 indigenous languages that explains mathematical and scientific concepts in English, Setswana, Northern Sotho, Southern Sotho, Venda, isiXhosa, Zulu, and in Afrikaans. Most importantly, the device can be used offline, therefore it is not dependent on internet access, which eliminates the problem of data costs. Professor Alex is currently in the process of writing a funding proposal to seek external funding to roll out the project in selected schools with a view of expanding it on a large scale. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the second candidate, Professor Georgimol K. Alex. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the third category, Mr. Malaki Wejafta. The next award is in recognition of the recipient's involvement in professional, academic development and the use of scholarly work to articulate complement and teaching philosophy in the emerging teacher category. Although he's an NGAP lecturer under the new generation of academic program, this academic has shown exceptional interest in developing himself professionally and as a distinguished academic. He's already participated in credit-bearing short courses in the following areas: mentoring and coaching, e-teacher training, development and implementation of assessment of learning in higher education, facilitation of learning using a variety of given methodologies, ongoing Wise Up refresher training. He's a participant in the International Academic Development Project with Stellenbosch, WSU, and Coventry. Mr. Jafta is already a voluntary member of the South African Council for Project and Construction Management Professions, South African Institute of Civil Engineers, and the Water Institute of Southern Africa. Furthermore, he's a member of the Engineering Council South Africa as candidate engineering technician. For academics to have focus in their teaching, they need a clear and well-articulated teaching philosophy, which is an expression of one's beliefs about learning and teaching. Mr. Jafta believes his responsibility as a lecturer is to provide a conducive learning environment that encourages innovation, creativity, and collaboration, self-reflective methods where all students can learn. An environment that affords students an opportunity to develop an awareness of their own learning style and learning processes, where students learn best when they experience ownership of their learning. Mr. Malakiwe Jafta for you, Vice Chancellor. Vice Chancellor, allow me to present to you the fourth awardee who has walked this stage before but is now coming for her outstanding research. Adebola does research in organic chemistry, natural product chemistry. Her focus is on terpenoid studies from medicinal plants for economic and medicinal value chain. Adebola Oyedeji is a professor of organic chemistry whose research focuses on natural products and medicinal plants. Her outstanding research accomplishments, exemplary innovation, and resourceful research fundraising have earned her enormous recognition amongst her peers both nationally and internationally. In a scientific endeavor, she's successfully and demonstrably traversed the spectrum from problem posing to solution finding with two path-breaking patented innovations to her credit. Both innovations derive from her unique commitment to finding value in indigenous ways of seeing, being, and knowing. A C-rated scientist, she's produced over 100 peer-reviewed articles, 98 conference papers, and 7 book chapters. She's also successfully supervised 32 doctoral and master's candidates. Her professional portfolio for the Vice Chancellor's Research Excellence Award was unanimously and resoundingly recommended by all external experts who evaluated the portfolio. Vice Chancellor, the recipient for the 2020 Vice Chancellor's Distinguished Research Medal, Senior Category, is Professor Adebola Oyedeji. Vice Chancellor, please allow me to congratulate the Walter Sisulu University Pioneering Class of 2020, not forgetting our distinguished academics who've merged technology with education and thereby set a standard going forward. Please join the choir in the singing of the national anthem. Thereafter, the acting Chancellor will close the congregation.
Israeli vitanda so
by virtue of the powers vested in me as the acting Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of Walter Sisulu University.
Post